5 games on the board today, and I am going to be straight with you. One of these totals made me stop everything I was doing and read it 3 times because I genuinely could not believe what I was looking at. A 16-point model gap on a total. 16. Vegas set a number and our model looked at it and said absolutely not. We are going to talk about that one first because it deserves its own moment. Let us get into it. Welcome back to Sports Bet IQ Daily, the channel that finds the edges Vegas hopes you never notice and hands them to you completely free every single game day. We just went 3 for 3 last night and the model is not slowing down. If you are new here, subscribe and hit that bell right now because you just found the most consistent picks channel on YouTube. 5 games today, 3 best bets identified. Let us break this whole slate down right now. Starting with Portland Trail Blazers versus Denver Nuggets at 4 p.m. and this is best bet number 1 today. This is the one that made me put my phone down and walk around the room for a second. Vegas has this total at 240.5. Our model projects 224.4. That is a 16.1 gap. 16 points. I want everyone to fully absorb that number for a moment. Vegas looked at Portland versus Denver and said the total is going to be around 240 points. Our model looked at the exact same game, same teams, same injuries, same matchup, and said no, it is going to be around 224 points. 16 points apart. That is not a disagreement, that is Vegas and our model watching completely different sports. High confidence from the model on the under. Denver has 1 player out and Portland has 3 out plus 1 questionable, relatively clean injury reports on both sides, which means the model is not even factoring in missing players on this one. This is purely a pace and scoring efficiency projection and the model is screaming under. My pick, under 240.5 Portland versus Denver, confidence 10 out of 10. This is best bet number 1 today and honestly it might be the strongest single play we have had on this channel in weeks. 16-point model gap marked high confidence. Take the under and do not look back. Brooklyn Nets versus Sacramento Kings at 5 p.m. Brooklyn is 17-53. Sacramento is 18-53. Together they have combined for 106 losses this season, which is genuinely an achievement in its own way. Both teams have significant injuries, Brooklyn with 5 out and 1 questionable, Sacramento with 7 out and 1 questionable. The model projects Sacramento winning 115-113, a 2-point Kings victory. Everything is low confidence on the spread and moneyline, which makes sense because this game is essentially a coin flip between 2 teams competing for the best lottery pick. The total is where the interest lies, medium confidence with Vegas at 218.5 and the model projecting 228.1, a 9.6-point gap suggesting the over. When 2 depleted rosters meet, the defense usually suffers more than the offense because backup defenders are worse than backup scorers. My picks, over 218.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Brooklyn Nets plus 6.5, confidence 5 out of 10. The over is the more interesting side here, 9.6-point model gap on a game between 2 offensively challenged teams with depleted rosters is worth a small look. Washington Wizards versus New York Knicks at 6:30 p.m. and this is best bet number 3 today. Washington has 6 players out and 1 more questionable. They are traveling to New York with whoever survived the injury report and a positive attitude. Vegas has New York as massive minus 2,400 home favorites and the model projects the Knicks winning 117-107, a 10-point New York victory. Now here is the beautiful part. The spread is Washington plus 19.5 and the model projects New York winning by only 9.8, meaning Washington covers this enormous spread by nearly 10 full points. High confidence from the model. We are getting 19.5 points with a team the model projects only losing by 10. That is 9.7 points of free value. Almost 10 free points. Washington is bad, genuinely bad, but they are not losing by 20 points to anyone and the model agrees completely. The total has a medium lean to the under at 227.5 versus 224.2, a 3-point gap. My picks, Washington Wizards plus 19.5, confidence 9 out of 10. This is best bet number 3 today. Under 227.5, confidence 6 out of 10. The spread is the elite play here, nearly 10 points of free model value with a team that consistently keeps games closer than Vegas expects. Minnesota Timberwolves versus Boston Celtics at 7 p.m. Boston is 47-23 hosting Minnesota, who comes in at 43-28, 2 genuine playoff contenders meeting in what should be an excellent basketball game. The model projects Boston winning 112-111, a 1-point Celtics victory in an essentially pick-em game. Vegas has Boston as massive minus 380 favorites and the model sees this as virtually no edge either direction. The spread is Minnesota plus 10.5 and the model projects Boston winning by only 0.9, meaning Minnesota covers this massive spread by 9.6 points. Medium confidence on the spread. The total is low confidence at 219.5 versus 222.7, a small gap not worth betting on. My picks: Minnesota Timberwolves plus 10.5, confidence 7 out of 10. No strong play on the total. Getting 10.5 points with a team the model projects only losing by 1 is significant value. Boston is great, but they are not winning by 11 against one of the better teams in the Western Conference. Toronto Raptors vs Phoenix Suns at 8 p.m. and this is best bet number 2 today. Phoenix is 39-32 hosting Toronto, who comes in at 39-30 with a surprisingly strong road record this season. Vegas has Phoenix as minus 148 home favorites, but the model sees this game completely differently. The model projects Toronto winning 114-105, an 8.6-point Raptors road victory. The spread is Toronto plus 2.5 and the model projects them winning the game outright by 8.6. We are getting plus 2.5 with a team the model projects winning by nearly 9. That is 11 points of combined model value. Getting a plus number with a team the model projects as an outright winner is exactly the kind of gift Vegas occasionally leaves on the board. High confidence from the model on this spread. Phoenix has 3 players out and 3 more questionable, 6 total unavailable, which severely weakens their rotation. The total has a medium lean to the under at 220.5 versus 218.8, a 1.7-point gap. My picks: Toronto Raptors minus 2.5, confidence 9 out of 10. This is best bet number 2 today. Under 220.5, confidence 6 out of 10. The spread is the premium play. Getting plus 2.5 with a team the model loves winning outright is the definition of free value, and we are taking every single point of it. Alright, top 3 best bets today. The plays I would defend in any group chat at any hour of the day with complete and total confidence. Best bet number 1, under 240.5 Portland Trail Blazers vs Denver Nuggets. 16.1 model gap marked high confidence. I have been running these numbers for a long time, and gaps this large on totals marked high confidence are genuinely rare. Vegas set this total 16 points higher than where our model projects the final score. That is not a small disagreement, that is a fundamental mismatch between what Vegas thinks is going to happen and what the data says is going to happen. Take the under, put your phone down, and check the score at halftime. Confidence 10 out of 10. Best bet number 2, Toronto Raptors minus 2.5 versus Phoenix Suns. Model projects Toronto winning by 8.6 and we are getting plus 2.5. 11 points of combined model value with a team the model loves winning outright on the road. Phoenix is missing 6 players tomorrow and Toronto has been one of the most underrated road teams in the Eastern Conference all season. Take the Raptors minus 2.5 and watch Vegas regret setting this line so generously. Confidence 9 out of 10. Best bet number 3, Washington Wizards plus 19.5 versus New York Knicks. Model projects a 9.8-point New York win and we are getting 19.5. Nearly 10 points of free model value with a home team that consistently keeps games closer than Vegas expects. Washington is not good, they are genuinely one of the worst teams in the league, but they are not losing by 20 points and the model has high confidence in that assessment. Take the plus 19.5 and let Washington accidentally help us cash another ticket. Confidence 9 out of 10. If I had to pick just one play today, it is the under 240.5 on Portland Denver without a single moment of hesitation. 16-point model gap marked high confidence is the rarest and most valuable signal our model produces, and it is sitting right there on the 4 p.m. game today. That is your single best bet of the entire day. All lines are live on DraftKings and FanDuel right now, links in the description below. Check both before placing anything because lines move fast, especially on afternoon games, and half a point on a total has saved our picks more times than I can count. And if you want to automatically find the best line across every sportsbook in real time, go check out OddsJam using the link in the description. Free trial available and it will change the way you bet forever. That is your complete breakdown for today's 5-game NBA slate. Top 3 best bets: under 240.5 Portland Denver, Toronto Raptors minus 2.5, and Washington Wizards plus 19.5. Drop a comment telling me which plays you are locking in today. And if you fade the 16-point model gap under and somehow win, I will need you to explain your decision-making process because I genuinely cannot account for it. Subscribe right now for daily picks every single game day. Let us get paid. This content is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Sports betting involves financial risk. Must be 21 plus in the US or 19 plus in Canada and located in a legal betting jurisdiction to wager. Please bet responsibly. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.